Saturday the 14th, one of the most famous Friday the 13th spoofs next to Friday the 13th Part 6. It spoofs Friday the 13th in the sense that it's called Saturday the 14th. Seriously, the similarities between the two movies end right fucking there. The film was brought to us from writer-director Howard Cohen, who also penned Deathstalker, which did feature Richard Brooker, who portrayed Jason in Friday the 13th Part 3. Hey, is that Jeffrey Tambor?
Do you two have children?
As often as we can.
Ask normal questions. We're supposed to be typical people looking for a home.
As you can see, the both of them are yearning to buy this beat-up old house, which could be a problem as this flashback shows. The house in question has already been inherited to John and Mary, which begs the question, why in the hell is the house even being shown to people to begin with? The family attempts to get settled in once the confusion is resolved.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful house.
Mary, that's not the house.
I'm pretty sure Freddy Krueger has already taken up residence across the street, so we'll just take the Klopex house. John and Mary also have a son and a daughter, plus a family dog.
Rover! Come on, boy!
So the movie is about kind of ghosts who want to spook a suburban family out of the house that they want. I'm not sold on the idea that this movie is called Saturday the 14th, but it could be called Pre-Beetlejuice. Uh-oh, they found the cursed book the vampires are looking for. It gets bad on Friday the 13th, but it gets worse on Saturday the 14th? Makes a really good point. I would rather be watching Jason kill some campers right about now. Oh, sorry, did you hear something?
You're right. It was an owl.
That's not a fucking owl! An unexpected visit from the Cookie Monster. Every child's most delicious surprise.
He's 9 feet tall, he has 4 arms, huge eyes on the top of his head, and huge teeth.
Billy, act your age.
I am acting my age. You're just used to me acting like a grown-up. I'm 10 years old and there's a monster in here.
Checkmate, Dad. Ah, don't worry, it's just the zany aliens from the Explorers. Somewhere during all of this, the mother was bit by a vampire. Oh shit, you just got necronomic KO'd. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to reference Halloween in what is clearly a Friday the 13th spoof.
It's not fair. For 300 years, I've been searching for that book.
You've been searching for that book for 300 years? Well, you've done a piss-poor job at it because it took this kid only 30 seconds to find it. Why is everyone so goddamn nonchalant?
Guess they could have used a little more sunlight.
That's not fucking normal! A vampire bite may also cause your lead actress to break her arm a day before filming begins, causing her to constantly be holding something or covering up her arm to mask the cast all throughout the movie. That's much easier than just writing it in that the character broke her arm. Sucks to be her. Sharks can sense a drop of nudity from 2.5 miles away. Oh, what the fuck? You're getting your creature from the Black Lagoon in my Jaws spoof! Thank God Officer Comic Relief is reporting for duty.
I don't want any trouble with you.
I'm not sure you did that in the correct order. There's already way too much wackiness in this flick, so the cop's dead.
This house is creepy.
There's nothing wrong with this house.
You know what this family needs? A housewarming party.
What party?
Saturday night.
Saturday night?
The 13th.
Mom, Friday's the 13th.
The 14th then. Saturday the 14th.
Oh, and they're not done with Mom yet.
God, look at all these owls.
Those aren't owls, sweetheart. They're giant vampire bats. After this little incident, it's time they call General Noriega's pest control.
Okay, I'll send him out. Van Helsing.
Yeah? I'm at 329 Elm Street.
Oh, stop with the horror references! Wait a minute. He mentions Elm Street, and then earlier in the movie there was a shot of the house. And this movie was made 3 years before the first Elm Street movie. This movie has already spoofed a horror series that doesn't even exist yet, more times than it is spoofed Friday the 13th. I don't think the characters have any idea how quickly this whole plot could be resolved.
Well, I guess it's time to sell the house.
Hardly. They've got way more lines that don't make any fucking sense.
Selling the house now would be like closing the barn door after the horses have eaten your children.
What does that mean? And why are your horses eating people? The vampires are causing her to sleepwalk in order to get the book herself. That's genius!
Okay, go back to bed.
The fuck was the point of that? Eventually, they become trapped in their house, and it's got all the trappings of Poltergeist with the smelly poop dick of Poltergeist 3. Oh, is this their big crowd for the Saturday party? Looks about as depressing as the audience that turned up to see this film. The book and Billy have gone missing just when she realized she could put on a glove to grab the book. Why didn't they think of that earlier? The vampires have found the book, and it turns out Van Helsing is the bad guy, which totally explains the monsters murdering people left and right, and Mary being turned into a vampire, when a simple explanation from the vampires could have saved us 75 minutes of the movie's entire running time. And no joke, here's how the final showdown in the movie is handled. With funny sound effects. And what's the best way to deal with an evil Van Helsing? Just hit him with the book.
We won!
No, that wasn't the ending either, but you know what? Who gives a shit? There's only 3 minutes left, the vampires say their goodbyes, and the family moves into Freddy's house. The fucking end! I should have done Friday the 13th Part 3, because seeing how it takes place a day after Part 2, it's a better Saturday the 14th film than Saturday the 14th.